All right, so you see my screen? Or can you see the screen in the Zoom? Yeah, yeah. Hey, okay, guys. So let's see here. Participants, let me copy this link and send it again. Okay. Morning, morning. Let me go to the daily hangout. Hey, BJ, jump off the phone with me and jump in the hangout room on the Discord, all right? All right, for sure. That way everybody can chop it up. All right, all right. Got BJ in here. Let's do it. Mic check, mic check. Okay. So
Yo,
all right. So you in the biddy. Perfect, perfect. Let me let these guys know. Hey, Forex 101 class in session. Class in session. Today we will discuss candlestick analogy, Forex from a plain perspective. Mic check, mic check. You can hear me still, right, Brian? Thing was popping up talking about we can't hear you. Now they hear you. Don't show me this warning again. Thank you. All right, bomb. From a plain perspective. All right, so yeah, we're going to discuss it, the body of the candle, and I want to go over some charts as well, all right? So this is UJ, all right, Brian? This is what we do, all right? This is my baby. This right here. This right here is what's gonna set us free, you feel me? For me at least. Now up here, do you see where my mouse is? 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30
right.
minute, 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly, okay? What that means is right now, each of these bars represent 1 hour of data, okay? So rule of thumb generally, or the first rule I want you to remember, um, off the rip, is the 1 hour. Once you know how to use it, it predicts the next 24 hours, or you should be able to figure out the direction of the market in the next 24 hours. You feel me? The H4 allows you to figure out the direction of the market for the whole week, okay? For the next 7 days. So let's take a look at the chart, right? Do you see how, right? Wait, move this thing right here. All right, bump. So when we look right here, you see how this was what Wednesday, November 6th, right? Look how each of these bars represent 4 hours, right? You see how it was all red, 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 red. What reds mean is on Forex you can do two things, okay? You either buy or you either sell. That's it, okay? Nothing complicated, nothing else. It's only two buttons. But based on where you buy or where you sell, you can either make a lot of money or lose a lot of money, all right? Now, let me see here. Just want to make sure. So, as I was saying, you see how this thing went down red, it went up green, it went up green, it went down for a little bit. If we go back in the past, do we see how it goes up, it goes up, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up? So I'll go over this to let you guys know that Forex always repeat itself. There's no reason for you to ever think that you're going to run away or you're going to miss out from a setup. It just, can you be patient enough to wait for the pullback for it to happen, okay? So yeah, looking at UJ on the weekly, today is what's today's date? Today is November the 12th. So look at what happened last night. Last night, I called the buy right here yesterday afternoon in the evening after we got the pullback, and it was in the middle of the alligator jaw. It took off for 4 hours, then it pulled back, retested the same area. Now I expect this thing to go off for at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles in a row, or for the next 24 hours straight. If you were from here, we're going to be making money for the whole day. And every time it pulls back, we're going to take another entry, all right? So let me make sure you're still with me. Brian, you can still hear me or no?
I can hear you.
All right, perfect, perfect. All right. So I'm going to drop something in the Discord so you can actually see how the market is reacting to my phone, all right? All right. See if you can. All right. So let's see here. I took a few trades this morning. Let's see how they're performing right now. Um. da, 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 da. Okay. Looking phenomenal. Started. Okay. So take the screenshot so we can explain this. You can see all the screenshots and everything I've been posting in the Discord too, right? If you scroll up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the other guys, I try to encourage people once they start trading to put their stuff in there because I believe in documentation, man. Anybody could say a lot of things, but we're going to make this thing daily, man. All right, go ahead, drop this thing in here, Discord, general, make sure you drop. All right, so I dropped the chart in there so we can have another class, all right? So do you see how it says USD JPY and it has an 8 next to it?
Mm-hmm.
That means I'm in there at 8 positions right now, you feel me? Or I took 8 different entries, okay?
Right.
Now, do you see that thing that says 0.22 right there?
Mm-hmm.
That is called a lot size, all right? Now your lot size determines how much money you make. Now let's say something goes 200 pips for the week, okay? If you're in there at $1,000 a pip, then that 200 would pay you $100,000, all right? Now, banks normally move like that. Rich people move like that. I've even seen traders from our level go past that level, you feel me? One of the person I look up to and follow, Q Banks, he came from Broward County and he was the one that really kind of showed people the way to get it, you feel me? But yeah. So we talked about lot size, we talked about the position. Let's talk about something called risk management, okay? I'm gonna send another screenshot so you can see the balance that I started with and where we're at now, all right? Yeah, this thing fighting and everything, but it's all good. Boom. All right. So as you can see, my balance right there of 39, right? Right below
Mm-hmm.
balance, you see something called 120.80. That's a margin level, or it basically gives you how much room that you're on a trade, all right? So if it pulls back, it won't close your account or it won't take your money based on how much you have, okay? The way I teach
Right.
you guys, or the way I want to teach everyone, is depending on how much you're willing to risk. For instance, I started with $80. I put $16 in an account, or 20% of that 80, and I went to work yesterday and I brought it up to 180. All right. Now, same rule of thumb. I take 10%, 18 of that 180, and I went to work today. win some, lost some, but I'm back up to 49, all right? So what I just did right there is we did a percentage, all right? So if I had $1,000 in my account, still would have done the same thing. Take 100 or 10%, put it in the markets, and then we do the appropriate positions, all right? So let's see
Right.
here. Set down, set down. So what's important here? What's important here is understanding that the trend is your friend, all right? Now, I'm going to go over some advanced concepts. I just want to make sure you see my chart and just understand that there's only two things to do. I'm going to send you another screenshot. And while we're doing this, I want you to download an app. Go to a website called Sway Markets. Let me actually send a link in here. It should be in the link. But let me get your account registered and everything. That's free. So if you do see an opportunity and you want to take advantage or make some money tomorrow with me, that can be a possibility as well. All right. So let's see here. Bam. Okay, okay, okay. You're doing what you're supposed to do, still being sticky. Try to get to Sway. Send the link. Yeah, bro. I'm looking at my boy. I think I dropped this thing. Let me man's out here making 350, 300, 500, 1500 off 50, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah, he nice like that. But the thing with him is he's really aggressive. He's like, man, I need to do the same thing. I'm like, no, I'd rather turn to 50 and a 500 and be able to do that for every day for the rest of my life.
Right.
Sometimes when you do it that way, it's like you could be lucky or you could not be lucky. I used to trade like that too. But I'm finally at the point now where we can be calm, wait, and just bam, handle business. You feel me? So let's see here. I'm in here. Let's go ahead and send the link. So you can actually register. It's going to ask for your name, ID, all that stuff is valid. You feel me? They're a safe website. And I use Sway Markets when I trade guys out there in the real world. This isn't just for Brian. We are going to review you, Jay. I am going to review how I saw the setup as well. I didn't forget. I'm also going to actually, let me jump on there right now as we speak. So, okay, guys, let's go to UJ. Let's go to the H4. Brian, remember I told you how the market or the time frame kind of predicts motion for a week, right? We look at this right here. This was Sunday, November 10th. And well, Sunday the 10th of November. And today's Tuesday, the 12th of November, right? Right over here was Wednesday, November 6th. And right here is Friday, November the 8th, right? If we look over here, today's Tuesday, November 5th, right, Brian? And so from Tuesday to Tuesday would be a whole week, right? Look how price went up. It crossed like it wanted to change its mind, and now it's going up, and it's going to finish this week off by Friday, and it's going to create a new higher high and create money for people that know how to take advantage of it, okay? Another way you could look at this chart is you can add an extra tool on here that help us out as traders called a Fibonacci, okay? Or a Fibonacci retracement. Now, this might sound like French to everyone out there in the world. It's okay, guys. I need it to sound like French. The game plan is about 2 months from now, everything will be clicking and it'd be like, man, this is what you meant when you were saying this. This is what you meant when you were saying that. Now, guys, if I was in this trade, which I was from here, 151.50, all the way up to 154.85, that's over 320 pips, Brian, over 320 pips. And that happened from Monday or Tuesday, November 5th to Wednesday, November 4th, within 24 hours, okay? So if you were trading at 50 cents a pip, you'd have risked 20 pips on that setup. So you'd have risked $10 to make 160 worst case scenario. If you're willing to risk $50 on that setup, you'd have jumped in at $3 a pip, $50, and it'd have paid you out 1,000, 1,200 in a day, okay? So Now, as I said, I had to finalize the technique, guys. Brian, everybody in the real world had to finalize my strategy to where I know what it's going to do. Because again, from here to here on this uptrend, after it finished and we get that red candle, most traders know that the market is going to continue to buy. However, they don't know where or when or for how long, okay? So I'm going to answer those three questions here. So once you understand that, now you'll always know how to find a setup in the market, where to enter, and based on you, you'll have your own exit strategy, okay? So guys, I called entry for my guys right here. I called entry for my guys right here, and I called entry for my guys right here. Now the question is, why did I see it or how did I see it, okay? As you saw the first step from right here, Tuesday to right here, Wednesday, let's pretend like the rest of this here, from here to here, doesn't exist, okay? The only thing we would see as traders is price went from going down and it went all the way up for a whole day. No problem. First thing you do, you would go to your tools and you draw a Fibonacci, okay? Again, click on it. I'll show you how to get to it. Fib retracement. Now, let me move this. So I'll do this real slow, step 1, 2, 3, because a lot of people may not know how to use the fibs or anything like that. So we'll be teaching a lot today. And again, the fibs is a high level tool. A lot of people don't use it. I've been trading for 5 years myself, over 5 years now. And come on here. Yeah, I've been trading for over 5 years now. And for the first 3 years, I made sure I stayed away from this thing called the Fibonacci. Now that I actually added it and everything, man, it is like a breath of fresh air. So let's try this again, okay? Let's pretend like all of this doesn't exist. First thing we'll do, or the first thing you want to do once you get on any chart, if we pretend like from here, which is November 6th to the rest of the week doesn't exist, first thing you want to do as a trader is find the nearest, or you want to find the latest EMA cross. What do I mean by that? This blue line right here is called a 10 EMA. The simplest description I can give for it is the closest representation of price. Right now, price looks like candles. If we had to make price into a line, this blue line would be the closest representation of what price would look like. Okay, Brian? Now, Brian, in the real world, this right here, the red line, the green line, the middle white line, this tool is called a Bollinger Band, okay? BB for Bollinger Band. Typically, when price goes to the top of the Bollinger Band or this red area, it's time for you to look for sells. And typically, when it's at the bottom of this Bollinger Band, it's time to look for buys, okay? So we have confirmation with the Bollinger Band. We understand that price is the blue line. Now I'm going to show you my sauce that's going to make us never lose money ever again. And we're going to retest it or back test it as much as you want to show you how it works, okay? First things first, you jump on the chart, tradingview.com. That's where we do all of our trading, tradingview.com. Let me walk it through step by step, tradingview.com, okay? Go to TradingView. Da, 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 da. Okay, so we're looking for Forex. We're looking for a USD JPY. Okay, so that's how I pulled up the chart whenever it decides to load. Oh, this internet. I get 1,000 megabits per second, and it's still fighting me like this. But yeah, guys, we're waiting on the chart to load. As soon as it's finished loading, we'll be able to take again a quick look-see here and figure all this good stuff out. But okay. So we're at the USD JPY. Da, 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 da. We're at the chart, and let's go back to the full chart. Yes, sir. Get that money growing. That's what we do here. Okay. So we're on the USD JPY. Okay. So the chart finally loaded. Okay, guys, we're back on the chart. Okay. As we can see, move this on the way. Smudge. Back on the chart. Make this a bit wider so you guys can see. Okay. So we're back on the chart. Okay. So now that we're here, again, the first thing you want to do, if we pretend that from here to here doesn't exist, is you want to look to the left. The reason why we look to the left in Forex is, again, Forex repeats itself over and over and over and over. So for us to have an indicator of what's going to happen in the future, we need to have some type of tips or tools to help us out, okay? Now, the first thing we're going to look for is we're going to look for what's called an EMA cross. Again, the EMA cross is when the blue line, which is a EMA, and the Bollinger Band, which is the middle Bollinger Band, whenever that crosses, that is the direction that we want to go. Again, whenever the blue EMA or your 10 EMA crosses over your middle Bollinger Band, that's the direction you want to go. So now, we're in this week, okay? We're in this week. The nearest intersection is right here, and it shows. Yeah, so that would be 4, 8, 12 hours. Brian, quick question. You still seeing my charts or no? I gotta share it again. Or you see my screen? Yeah, let me switch on. Mm. Yeah, guys. So still recording and everything. Let me see if I can share this, or we're gonna end it right there for part one. I believe my 40 minutes is up. We'll come back for part two, and with part two, again, going to finish up the review on UJ. We're basically done with that. After 9 o'clock, it should go higher. 9 to 1 o'clock, it should attempt to find a pullback in that H4 candle, so you guys haven't missed anything for entries. And then it's going to take off till 1 p.m. and then 5 p.m. So be good. Uh, let's see here. Let me close this video, and I'm going to send a new link in the Discord. But yeah, let's do it.